much better together, I know.
So you're saying we can improve our collective health, knowledge, and support our NHS by simply using local libraries more often? Yep, it's as simple as that. So how about we start with sharing how families, students and teachers can apply for a library membership online to help folks gain access to free online ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, newspapers, educational resources and so much more. Sounds super duper useful to me. Hey KO Blair community, it's really nice to see you here and welcome back to Blairgowrie and Rattray. Today we're needing some help from our local community library. We'd love to discover how to apply for our own online library membership so we can go and borrow ebooks, e-magazines and even e-newspapers and all the other good stuff that they have to share with us. But before we do that, we need to learn how to get there. Okay, so in order for us to get the directions we need to get to the library, what we want to do is we want to download an app called Google Maps. And as you can see, if we take out our smartphones, this doesn't matter if you're iOS or Android, this should work. If you look at your smartphone menu and try and locate the App Store app. So for me, I'm going to click on the App Store. What we want to do is see right up the top here, it says search. Now if we tap our finger on the search bar, we can now type in here Google Maps and it should come up in the search results. Here we go. We've got the top one here, Google Maps. So if we select this, I tend to avoid the advert ones. So I'm gonna go for the second option down. And you'll see there's a cloud icon with an arrow pointing down. That's just because I've downloaded it before. To tap it with our finger and it should start to download. You should see a circle icon with a square in the middle. Okay, so now if we open up the app by clicking the open button here, it should take us directly to the app. We want to click on the search bar and now we want to type in Blairgowrie War Memorial. Here we go, the first option down here. And if you notice, you'll see a blue button here that says directions. So what we want to do is we want to select this. First off, it will give the directions from where you currently are. We want to go and change our location to Blairgowrie War Memorial, because that's where we want to start from. It's not coming up with anything because we're basically asking for directions to and from the same place. What we want to do to fix this is we want to go to the bottom box and type in Blairgowrie Library. Now we've got Blairgowrie and Rattray War Memorial and underneath there we've got Blairgowrie Library. So the top box is where we start from and the bottom box with the placeholder icon is where we're going to. So this is giving us the directions from the War Memorial to Blairgowrie Library. Now as you can see down here, it's a 1 minute walk. You've got the Well Meadow here, you've got the Lower Mill Street on the right hand side, and we just go along this road and we take the second left up Leslie Street past the Dome Restaurant and we keep going right up to the top of Leslie Street and we've got the Blairgowrie Library right there. But what if you live in Perth? What if you live somewhere else in Perth Kinross and you want to find out what library is nearest to where you live specifically? Well, what we do is we go to Google and in the Google search bar here, we type in Culture Perth and Kinross and then hit enter. And now what we do is we go right here to www.culturepk.org.uk. I'll pop that on in the screen below. And it's this first one here. What we want to do is we want to go right to the top. You can see that there's a range of things here. We want libraries here. Now you've got library service reopening, book groups, renewals, children and young people, e-library, internet and computers. But if you go all the way down to the bottom here, you should see your local library. Now if we scroll down, you will see an interactive map and this gives all the libraries within Perth and Kinross. We've got a library here, Kinross, Crieff, Comrie, Perth, Scone, Dunkeld, Cooperangus, Blairgowrie and Rattray, Airlift, Pitlochry, Aberfeldy and more. And also down here we've got the actual addresses and postcodes of each of those libraries. So Blairgowrie Library, 46A Leslie Street, Blairgowrie, PH10 PH2N6AW, and AK Bell Library in Perth is York Place, Perth, PH28EP. We can click the plus and the minus to zoom in and zoom out. So if we want to go to, say, Perth Library, we can zoom in and then use our cursor here to move the map around to where we want. And as we can see, we've got Perth here. We zoom in a little bit more, we're all the way down, and then we can just click there, and we've got the name of the library and the address here. Now if we zoom out, let's say we want to go to Blairgowrie. So what we do is we find Blairgowrie, Cooperangus, where are we? Here we go. So we've got Blairgowrie and Rattray right here. So if we just zoom in like that, go zoom all the way in here. Okay, and now we can see we've got Blairgowrie Library here, and we've got the Blairgowrie and Rattray War Memorial. So as you can see, it's the same as what we saw on Google Maps. So if you're looking to find your nearest community library, this is where you would come to find that. And I'll leave the link to this page in the description below so that you can get there quickly and easily. So to get an online membership for your local library, simply go to Google and type in Perth Kinross Library Membership. Then you'll see the very first option here, join the library via the Culture Perth Kinross website. This is the one that you want. You'll be taken to the Culture Perth Kinross Library website, where we can now see right here you can join the library, and you've now got a button down here that says join the library online now. Before we do that, I want to share something with you. So there's a couple of things that I want to point out here, one of them being the online bookshop. So with your online library membership, you get access to this, and you can basically access thousands of titles online, but you can also qualify for home delivery as well. Scrolling further down, you've got the Press Reader app, which gives you access to all your newspapers, your magazines, even local, national, international publications, all via your online library membership, and it's all free. Then there's a dedicated library app. Now, to tell you more about that, basically, if you go over to this page, again, all the links are in the description. You can watch the video which tells you all about it. You can download the library app for Apple devices or Android devices. But if you scroll down, some of the perks gives you access to reserve items, to the library catalogue, and you can use the ISBN barcode scanning for use when out shopping, to check if your library has a copy available. So if you're in the supermarket and you see a book that you like, you can scan the book there, and it will tell you if you've actually got access to a free copy at your local library or online, which I think is pretty cool. Online resources including Ancestry, Botanica and Theory Test Pro. You've got access to the social media channels. You can book a computer to use at the local library through this app, and you can also browse the museums and archives catalogues and also get directions to your nearest library. And now we want to click on this button to join the library. You should see a page that looks very similar to this. It talks about becoming a member, conditions of membership and acceptance. If this is something that you agree with, simply come down here and select I accept. Now we get taken to an online registration form. Now it looks like a lot to begin with, but it really isn't. All you need to provide is some personal details such as your name and your surname and your date of birth, and then you want to come up with a 4-digit password. Down here you've got your home address, and then some basic contact information such as your home number, work number, mobile phone and email address. Email address has got this red icon next to it, basically saying that they need your email address, and so it's important that you put in the correct email address with the correct spelling. Down here it says allow library to send marketing material to you. So once you've filled this out, simply come down here and select continue. So once you've done that, you'll be thanked for joining Culture Perth Kinross Libraries. It says here that the following online services are available to us, such as ebooks, e-audiobooks, e-magazines, e-news, the library app that we mentioned, and other online resources. It says here that you'll need your chosen PIN to use some of these services, so if you forget at any time, you can reset it. They're asking for you to follow them on Twitter to hear about any upcoming events, news, and gain any reading inspiration that you might be looking for. And also they have 5 digital maker spaces available, one of them being in the Blairgowrie Library, offering a creative working zone to suit your project needs. You get access to latest technology. They can share with you how to start exploring things such as editing photos, creating mini movies, painting digitally, make posters, print in 3D, and so much more. The last time that I visited Blairgowrie Library, they have Apple computers that give you access to the Adobe Creative Cloud software, which is a lot of the software that I'm currently using. So you can get access to that for free. Okay, so this is your account dashboard for your online library membership. It helps you to keep track of all the things you're doing with your books. So if you've got any current loans and reservations, you can keep track of them here. You'll notice that in the navigation bar, you've got a couple of extra options. You've got a home, this tab here, events, you know, it lets you see what's on for, and like if there's any events coming to your local library, you can click here. Get more information about using your account right here as well. So if you want to book a PC or a meeting room at your local library, you can do so right from the navigation bar here. If you want to learn more about Culture Perth Kinross and what they do, you can do so here. Opening hours, it's all here, including the mobile library timetables. And then if you would like to donate to help keep these libraries supported during these tough times, you can do so right here. What we want to do right now though, is we want to click on home, and then we can go and see just what we can do with our library membership. So let's go there. This page looks familiar to us. This is where we were before. This is their home page. You can access, like I said, your online bookshop from here. And then you've also got the press reader and the library app as well. Now the great thing down here, to the side here, you've got some more things. So again, your library account, if you want to go back to your account or log out, you can do so right here. Also for your digital library, if you want to start going for ebooks, e-audiobooks, magazines, newspapers, reference resources, online bookshop, or the Culture Perth Kinross Play, you can do it right here. So you've got available now new ebook editions, new kids editions, teen editions, most popular, you know, try something different. We've got various magazines to choose from fiction, thriller, literature, mystery, suspense, non-fiction. So when you come to pressreader.com, you want to make sure you go up here to sign in, and then you want to go down here to library or group. Here we go. See down here, Culture Perth Kinross. So we want to click this. Now it asks us for our library card number, and now you've got access to all of the free newspaper articles right here. Now be sure to go to the library at some point and register for your physical library card. And then what we'll do, this will give you permanent access to Press Reader once you've got your physical card and your permanent borrower ID number, because the borrower ID number that you get when you sign up is just temporary. So be sure to head over to your library and get the permanent one when you have the time. You've got the Observer, Daily Express, the Mirror, the Mail, the Star, Daily Telegraph, Guardian, the Wall Street Journal, Evening Standard. You can now read the Guardian newspaper and all other newspapers. All you do is you just scroll along and you get to go through each and every single page. And there you have it, the access to newspapers as well as magazines, audiobooks, ebooks, you name it. You can access everything via your online library membership. And there we have it, folks. We've discovered much more about how to apply for our own online library membership, how to download and use Google Maps so that we can get directions to our nearest library, and also why it's so important that we continue to support our local libraries at this moment in time. And did we mention that all the services that the library are sharing with us are completely free? That's right. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us on social media. And until next time, remember, sharing is caring.